Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to make a hot air balloon in Blender. So without any further ado, let's get started. So hot air balloon is one of the most recognizable aircraft and consists of three main parts, the envelope, the basket, and the burner. So additional details such as suspension rope, etc. like that. So in Blender, a hot air balloon can be modeled entirely with built-in tools using subdivision surface, mirroring, solidify, bevel, curve, etc. like that. So before you begin, you need to have a Blender, of course, application. You need to have optional balloon reference image, and you also have optional HDRI sky for the background. So no add-ons are required in this method. So yeah, after that, just open the Blender and you're good to go. So just click the new file right here. Just click file right here on the top left corner and click new and click general to create a new file. So this is a new file or new project. So you can just delete this cube right here. Now, what you're going to do is the general, the default scene contains cube camera light. So just delete that so that you can come up with starting point. So set the scene units. So for the scene properties right here, make sure that the units is in metric and the length is in meters. So make sure that you got it right. So step one, you need to add a UV sphere. So press Shift A on your keyboard and go to Mesh, and you will see UV sphere right here. So after you do that, sphere will be added on the origin of the plane. So now in the Add UV sphere, just click on it and make the segments 64. Make it 64, and the rings make it 32. So just times 2 the segments and the rings right here. So this create a smooth starting shape. So now we need to scale the balloon. So we need to click this. So this is the balloon, S and Z. This one right here. Okay, I think it's good now. We need to, or let's say 1.2. Right, this one. So I think this is the most good one. So press enter. So the sphere becomes slightly taller, closer to the shape of a real hot air balloon. So shape the bottom opening. So you need to press tab. After pressing tab, press 3 to switch to face select. So rotate the view underneath the balloon. So this is the underneath the balloon. So select the faces at the bottom. This one right here, select. Let's select this. Yeah, right there. Select this one and press X and click faces right there. And as you can see, uh, a hole has been created inside the circle. So that's actually this is like the balloon that is being represented. So we need to add the rope right now inside it. So yeah, that's it. So this create the opening where the burner connects. So create the balloon neck now. So still in edit mode, hold Alt and click the edge loop around the opening. So this one. So after clicking Alt and click the edge loop around the opening, press E again and click Z and move downward slightly. All right. E and downward. This one. Okay. So you can see it looks like an opening now of a hot air balloon. So move, click to confirm. Click S again, press S. Then scale inward slightly. Mm, this one. Yes, as you can see now, the balloon now is actually looking more perfect, looking more proper. So repeat one or two times to create the neck of the balloon. So now we need to smoothen the balloon. So right click on the object, choose right click on the object. So now right click on the object and click shade smooth. So now as you can see, the I the sphere now, or the balloon, has been smoothed. So you can now add a subdivision surface modifier. So you can just click on modifier properties right here, add a modifier, and and under it just find a subdivision surface right here. So this one. So set the viewport to 2. Also the render, change it to 3. Okay, now you're done. Next step, you need to add a fabric fold. So a perfectly smooth balloon looks unrealistic. So option I, you need to sculpt mode, select the balloon and switch to sculpt mode right here. So right here in sculpting mode, select a brush and gently sculpt shallow vertical folds right here. So let's say this one. So we can make a fold to make it look like a balloon, hot air balloon. Let's say a fold right here, fold like that. Just add it right here on the edge. So you can see, right? So it actually looks like a balloon. So do not overdo the effect, just like I'm doing. So yeah, you're done. So now we need to go back to the layout again and create the balloon panel. So real hot air balloons are made from many stitch fabric panels. So press R, Control R. There's several vertical loop cuts. You can also use the knife tool to create custom panel layouts if desired, and assign different colored materials to alternating panels. So you see right that. So now we can, color the material. After doing that, we can now color the balloon. Click the balloon, click on the material, change the base color to, I think, red. I think it's better than red. And for the metallic, make it 0. The roughness, make it 0.0, 0.1, 0.3, I guess. And that's it. So if you click preview, as you can see, this is how it would look like. So let's say 5. 1.4. Right, this one is actually more look like 1.1, I guess. Or it is actually more look like a fabric. So now we're done coloring the sphere. So now what we're going to do now is to create the basket. So now press Shift A again. Go on mesh and click cube right here. Now scale it. We need to scale it. So scale it wider on X. We need to wider it on X. Slightly deeper on Y. Y. And also move it right under the basket right here. So yes, you can see this is how it would look like. So we already have a basket. So now we need to hollow the basket. Press tab again. Press 3. Select the face. Select the top face right here. Select the top face. Then press I. Then press 1. press E. Extrude downward to hollow the basket. So yeah, that's it. So we already have a hollowed, you know, hollowed basket. So this is where the customers or the riders will get. So now we need to solidify the modifier. So open the modifier again right here. Add a modifier and solidify this one. Solidify. So adjust the thickness until the basket looks realistic. So now adjust it. All right, this one. So as you can see, it's actually more realistic, this one. So now bevel the basket. So add a modifier again. Click bevel right here. So now we have a bevel on our basket. And yeah, we can use the small width. Yeah, we need to now create the burner frame now. So Shift A again. Shift A. Mesh. Go to cube. Now scale it into a narrow metal beam. Let's say for our Z, right? We use it just we get it like this. And for our, all right, S again, and Y. No, S and Y. This one and X. This one, Y. This again, Y. This one. So now we have our you know narrow metal beam right here. So we can just click again and click X or Y too. This one. Now duplicate it using Shift D. So arrange the beams into a,
for a square pattern beam. So I'm just going to, timestamp here. So now right here, so this is the final look. As you can see, it already looks like a, hot air balloon. So what you're going to do now is to set up your camera and make sure that you set your camera very right, that it is capturing the hot air balloon. And yes, after that, after setting up your camera, make sure that your output is high, 920 to 180. Then click render. And after that, after you click render, it's already good. Just wait until you like this. Just wait until it's finished rendering. And yeah, right here, this is how you can do or you can make a hot air balloon on Blender. And also that's it for today's tutorial. If you want more, please like and subscribe to our channel and see you in the next one.